Yo, what's up investor family? Today we're diving into some mind-blowing stock market predictions that are shaking things up. Get ready to be astonished by the legendary investor himself, Michael Burry. This guy knows his stuff when it comes to predicting the future of the financial world, and his latest forecast for December 2023 is causing quite the buzz. Burry's predictions are a big deal. They can totally shape the stock market, influence investment strategies, and impact the financial well-being of millions. So, let's break it down and explore the juicy details of Burry's incredible prediction. First, let's check out Michael Burry's history to see why his predictions are so important in the finance world. Part 1. Burry's track record. Man, Michael Burry was a total boss when it came to predicting the 2008 financial crisis. Wow, this huge thing made Burry a financial legend by breaking all the rules in the industry. Have you seen the Big Short movie from 2015? It's about this awesome investor and his story. Even though Burry didn't know much about finance and real estate, he was smart enough to see the sector was in trouble. So he saw these finance guys building a sandcastle out of the fancy stuff, using loans given to people who maybe couldn't afford it. Burry was totally sure that the subprime mortgage market was going to crash, so he put his bets on it. That's why people started calling his prediction the Big Short. His bold move turned out to be a winner, and now everyone sees him as a Wall Street genius. Burry totally owned the role and even went by the Twitter handle Cassandra BC, comparing himself to the legendary character who had the power of predicting the future, but was never taken seriously. Yo, traders and risk takers were like, whoa, Burry's warnings are legit. So Burry has been saying that things are looking pretty bad economically speaking. He thinks that a lot of people with office jobs might be losing them soon. He was like, I think the stock market's gonna hit a moment of truth soon. It's been doing pretty well for the past 2 years with all this pandemic stuff going on. So, what went down? Turns out Burry was right again. In 2022, things got worse. People lost their jobs and the stock market took a hit. Wow, Burry's got a pretty impressive track record and always seems to know what's up. Can't wait to see what he predicts for December 2023. Part 2. Hey, let's talk about what Burry predicted. Burry, who's famous for his spot-on predictions, just tweeted his thoughts. Burry thinks the US is gonna hit a recession by the end of 2023, and we'll see another rise in inflation. His prediction is based on a bunch of things. Burry thinks that inflation will go down in 2023 when the economy gets weaker. But he also thinks that the Fed and the US government will probably do something to boost the economy, which might make prices go up again. Burry tweeted that inflation has peaked, but it's not the last peak of this cycle. We might see CPI go down, maybe even become negative in the latter part of 2023, and the US could be in a recession by any measure. Burry thinks the Fed will lower interest rates and the government will do stuff to boost the economy. But like pumping in all that cash and spending is gonna make people want stuff more, you know? So that could cause prices to go up even more. Hey, just so you know, Burry has a pretty good history of making accurate predictions. So in April 2020, he was like, yo, watch out, when the economy opens back up after the pandemic, prices might go up and stuff. He was like, watch out for American households racking up debt and using up all their savings. That could totally lead to less spending and a long-ass recession. Uncle Burry is most famous for his billion-dollar bet against the housing bubble in the mid-2000s, which you can read about in The Big Short. He's pretty good at spotting good chances in the market, as shown by his wins against Tesla and Cathie Wood's ARK Innovation Fund. Also, Burry totally called it when he warned about the meme stocks and cryptocurrencies being in a bubble. And now, the market is taking a big hit. He's really good at spotting crashes and disruptions in the market. People are going to be keeping a close eye on what's going down in 2023. Investors, policymakers, all that jazz. Part 3. Burry's heads up. Have you heard that other economists are saying the same thing that Burry says? So, like Bloomberg did a survey with 38 economists, and it looks like there's a higher chance of a really bad recession now. Most of them think there's a 70% chance, which is up from 65%. Also, economists are saying that consumer spending might not grow much in 2023, which is a big part of GDP. They're thinking it might only go up by 0.3%. So Michael Burry is really worried about inflation and thinks it's gonna hit its hardest point soon. He thinks this will lead to some big changes in how money is handled. Burry thinks the Federal Reserve will start cutting rates after raising them to levels not seen since 2008 in the financial crisis. Also, he thinks the government is going to announce a stimulus package. But hey, Burry's warnings are something to keep in mind. He's saying that if we keep doing this, we might end up with another inflation problem, like we did during the COVID-19 pandemic. If we put in some money and give people a boost, we might see more spending and prices going up. Burry knows his stuff when it comes to finance. He's made some spot-on predictions in the past, so his insights are legit. Hey, if investors and policymakers want to stay on the top of things, they got to keep an eye on inflation and how's it going to affect the economy in the next few months. Part 4. How you doing? Dude, did you see the stock market in early 2023? Crazy stuff happened, especially with the Nasdaq 100 index. Wow, this techie index totally surprised everyone and went to a bull market, making bank for those who saw the chance. Wow, the Nasdaq 100 really bounced back after a rough December. It's up over 20% from its lows, which is pretty impressive. This awesome performance not only got the market's attention, but also gave a nice reward to those who jumped on the correction. Hey, it's kinda cool that Michael Burry, the big short guy, admitted he messed up and even gave props to those who bought in during the dip. So Burry tweeted again and said he messed up, saying, "Sell before." He was talking about his tweet from January 31st that scared a lot of investors. But as time went on, things kept picking up, especially in the tech industry. The Nasdaq 100 is doing well because tech companies are doing better than other industries. Hey, the S&P 500 went up a bit. So like the stock market stuff has been kinda crazy lately. The DJIA went down a bit and the 5.5% thing happened, but the Nasdaq 100 is totally killing it with a 19% gain in 2023. Wow, people are really feeling good about tech these days. They think it's gonna keep getting bigger and better. The Nasdaq 100 is killing it right now and everyone's gonna take notice, from the pros to the newbies, looking for a chance to make some cash. It'll be cool to see if the Nasdaq 100 can keep up its momentum and beat the other indices. The market is still changing a lot, and investors are keeping an eye out there for clues that will help them decide what to invest in. So, what's the bottom line with Burry's prediction for December 2023? It's got peeps on the edge of their seats. This guy's got a reputation for accurate forecasts, so we can't ignore what he's saying. We gotta keep a close eye on those economic indicators and market trends to see if Burry's onto something. Cause, let's face it, the impact on investors and the overall market can't be brushed aside. If you found this information valuable, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Stay tuned as we analyze market trends, discuss investment strategies, and keep you updated on the predictions of influential figures like Michael Burry. Get ready for an exciting ride in the world of finance.